Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. What is a lambda expression in Java? Option A, a lightweight thread. Option B, a lightweight process. Option C, a concise way to represent an anonymous function. Option D, a type of loop construct. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option C, a concise way to represent an anonymous function. Well, as we know that lambda expressions are introduced in Java 8, and we can use lambda expression to achieve the functional programming in Java. And lambda expression basically does not have a name. That's why it is called an anonymous function. And we use a lambda expression to write a concise and clear code. So basically we reduce a lot of code by using lambda expressions. And we use lambda expression to implement the functional interfaces in Java. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. What are the lambda expressions primarily used for? Option A, to create a new threads. Option B, for database operations. Option C, to implement event listeners. Option D, to provide implementation of functional interfaces. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option D, to provide implementation of a functional interfaces. Well, in Java, lambda expressions are primarily used to provide the implementations for a functional interfaces in a concise way. Well, as we know that functional interface is an interface with a single abstract method, and we use a lambda expression to implement the functional interface, isn't it? So the primary use of lambda expression is to implement the functional interfaces in a concise way. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. Which of these is a valid lambda expression in Java? Option A, x comma y and then x plus y. Option B, x comma y within a bracket and then x plus y. Option C, x comma y and then x plus y. Option D, x plus y. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. Well, answer B is correct because this is a valid lambda expression, and whenever you have more than 2 parameters in a lambda expression, then these parameters should be included in a parenthesis and followed by a lambda symbol, that is arrow operator, and then followed by the lambda body. So this is the correct syntax of a lambda expression. And the option A is incorrect because there is no parenthesis, and option C is incorrect because the arrow operator is not there, and of course option D is also incorrect. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. Can lambda expressions be passed as arguments to a method? Option A, yes. Option B, no. Option C, only in a static methods. Option D, none. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option A, yes. So lambda expressions can be passed as arguments or parameters to the methods, particularly those that expect a functional interface as a parameter. So as we know that functional interface is an interface, it has a single abstract method, and we use a lambda expression to provide implementation of a functional interface. And in order to pass a lambda expression as a parameter to a method, then that method should take functional interface as a parameter. Okay. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. What is a functional interface in Java? Option A, an interface with multiple abstract methods. Option B, an interface with only one abstract method. Option C, any interface in Java. Option D, marker interface. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option B, an interface with only one abstract method. Well, an functional interface in Java is an interface that contains exactly one abstract method. It can have any number of default or static methods, but contains only one abstract method. And whenever you want to create a functional interface in Java, then we have to create an interface with only one abstract method, and you have to annotate that interface with @functional interface annotation. And we typically use lambda expression to implement a functional interfaces in Java. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. Which annotation is used to declare a functional interface in Java? Option A, @functional interface annotation. Option B, @interface annotation. Option C, @lambda annotation. Option D, @functional annotation. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option A, @functional interface annotation. The add functional interface annotation is used to declare a functional interface in Java 8. The functional interface is an interface with a single abstract method. So whenever you want to create a functional interface in Java, then you have to annotate that functional interface with add functional interface annotation, and make sure that that functional interface should have only one single abstract method, and you can use a Lambda expression to implement that functional interface. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. How many abstract methods can a functional interface have? Option A, 1, option B, 2, option B, C, as many as needed, option D, none. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option A, 1. Well, a functional interface in Java can have only one abstract method, but it can have any number of default and static methods. Okay, just remember, a functional interface in Java is an interface. It should have only one abstract method, and we typically use a Lambda expression to provide implementation of a functional interfaces in Java. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. Which of the following is a built-in functional interface in Java? Option A, runable interface. Option B, list interface. Option C, collection interface. Option D, set interface. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option A, runable interface. Well, runable interface is a built-in functional interface in Java, and it is often used with a Lambda expression for creating a threads. Okay, so functional interface is interface. It has only one single abstract method, and runable interface is a functional interface, and it has a single run method. And in order to implement the runable method, we can use a Lambda expression or a class that implements a runable interface, override the run method, and provide the implementation. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. Can functional interfaces have a default methods? Option A, yes. Option B, no. Option C, only static methods are allowed. Option D, only if they are final. Well, we have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option A, yes. A functional interface in Java is an interface that contains exactly one abstract method, but it can contain any number of static or default methods. Alright, and whenever you want to create a functional interface, then create an interface and define a single abstract method, and you can define any number of default or static methods within a functional interface, and make sure to annotate a functional interface with add functional interface annotation. And we use a Lambda expression to implement a functional interface. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. What is the purpose of optional class in Java? Option A, to handle exceptions in a functional programming paradigm. Option B, to represent nullable values, safety, and avoid null pointer exceptions. Option B, to perform IO operations on files and directories. Option D, to enable concurrent programming. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option B, to represent nullable values safely and avoid null pointer exceptions. Well, the optional class in Java 8 is used to represent nullable values safely and prevent null pointer exceptions by providing a way to handle empty or null values. Well, optional class is introduced in Java 8 to specifically handle the null pointer exceptions. Welcome to Java quiz series. Here is one more question. What is a method reference in Java? Option A, a reference to a static method. Option B, a way to call a method using its name. Option C, an alternative syntax to Lambda expressions for a method invocation. Option D, a type of exception handling. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option C, an alternative syntax to Lambda expressions for a method invocation. Well, method references were introduced in Java 8, and method references are alternative shortened syntax to Lambda expressions used to refer directly to the methods. Welcome to Java quiz. Here is one more question. In Java 9, which type of methods can be added to interfaces to share a code between methods? Option A, static methods. Option B, private methods. Option C, final methods. Option D, protected. Well, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. The correct answer is option B, private methods. Well, starting from Java 9, interfaces can have private methods which can help in sharing code between methods without exposing them to the external classes. Well, as we know that Java 8 onwards we can define the static and default methods in an interface, and Java 9 onwards we can also define the private methods in an interface. Well, private methods are useful because we can keep the common code in a private method and we can call those private methods in a default methods in an interface.